I'm Archbishop Johnson Suleman, Anglican Episcopal Communion. Today we hear that one of the apostles, his name is Apostle Suleman. So he bought a third flight jet. So it's very in Christianity we are seeing this type of thing in first time. So, a pastor is buying air jet flight. This is not only one. Now the COVID situation, he bought a third flight. So why apostles need the 3 flights? Why? I think he is a businessman. I think he have a lot of business there also. So why should we need, the Christian leaders need the flight? Christian leaders, why need the flight? Because of no house, no food. A lot of people didn't have food in every countries. Lot of people are under poverty. A Christian leader, a big pastors. So I think he bought 3 flight means he have a lot of money. How he can care lot of places. He can develop lot of people, but they themselves developing and they themselves showing they are some high people. So nowadays the apostles and pastors and bishops, they need the humbleness. So Luke chapter 9 verse 3 says that he told them, take nothing for the journey. Take nothing for the journey. Jesus Christ called all the 12 disciples and he sent out them for the ministry. And Jesus Christ saying that you do not take anything with you for your journey, and no stuff, no bag, no bread, no money, no extra tonic. So, my dear friends, what ministry we are doing nowadays? Lot of pastors are working. We can see that in South Africa, Nigeria, and all the places, India, and every countries, all the countries, we can see now pastors didn't have a good dress. Many pastors have only one dress. Many pastors didn't have a motorcycle. So, are you ready to give them? Are you ready to give them a good vehicle, or are you ready to give other people? You are ready to give the support to other people? No. Nowadays, a trend is going on. A trend. Which was that trend? We need to buy flight. We need to fly the flight. We need to fly everywhere flight. In our country, in our nations, worldwide, we have a lot of government giving lot of traveling facilities to us. If we need to travel, lot of flight is there. Why we need a separate flight? Lot of high level pastors, They used to say, I need a separation from other people. Then how you will do the ministry? I challenge you, the flight pastors. Are you ready to come with us, the village ministry? Are you ready to come with us? So if you are ready to come with us for the ministry, village ministry, you stay with us 2 days. You cannot stay because nowadays pastors need a big hotel, big buffet system, and food. Yeah. So Jesus Christ told Jesus Christ showed the lesson. That is nowadays everyone need the food. Everyone need the food, high level food, not the ministry, not other thing. Everyone need high food. That is, we understood that. The Satan came to near to Jesus, and there Satan telling that you should eat. You should eat. Now we can see that which spirit is in them. And then Satan showed every place, and we will give to you. In nowadays, pastors have which spirit in you. You can see, you can realize. Jesus Christ called all the 12 disciples and told, he gave them power, authority, and sent them for the ministry. And Jesus saying that, drive out all the demons and cure all the diseases. Okay, Jesus Christ not given money, Jesus Christ not given flight, Jesus Christ not given anything, nothing. Jesus Christ given anything, but he told that when you are going for the ministry, you do not take anything for journey. It means you cannot take the flight. You cannot take your bag. You cannot take your stuff or anything. But everything God can give you in that place. While you are going there, that is the starting ministry. So every pastors came from the poverty level, and God given lot of people, and God given lot of believers, and God given lot of finance to all the people, all the pastors. Now the pastors changed their mind. How? They have the finance, money now. They have a lot of money now. Their mind should go through the evangelistic ministry. Their mind need to concentrate the gospel ministry. But now the money is gay. They going for some other place. They are going to some other place. How? Their mind is changed to the worldly wealth, worldly structure, worldly life. Nowadays the pastors are in the worldly life. Yes, it need to be telling. It need to be told. We are not fearing to tell this one. It's God's word. So when you are started the ministry, you left everything and went for the gospel ministry. Now we are telling that to the high level pastors, you are not the high level pastors, high financed pastors. I challenge each and every people in India, from every countries, I challenge you. You are welcome to the villages. Are you ready to stay with us in village area? You cannot get the good food. You cannot get a good house to live. But are you ready to do the ministry there? No, nobody will come. Nobody will come. This is the Christianity now. You are building the high-level churches. The low-level people, poor people cannot enter your church. You are making a boundaries there. If a poor man will enter your church, you are not allowing nowadays. I'm talking about all the pastors, high-level pastors. If a poor pastor, a poor condition, they didn't have scooter, they didn't have car, they didn't have money, a poor condition pastor will come or enter your house of prayer, enter your church, you will not allow to preach them. Are you ready to give the time to that people? You are not giving. If Anglican church, Episcopal church, Independent church, or any Pentecost church, anybody, you are not allowed because of her. You will tell that, oh, he is a poor pastor. He is not having nothing. What Jesus said? What Jesus said? Jesus not given the money. Jesus not given any jet plane. Jesus not given any other thing. Jesus given the power and authority. But we know that your jet will destroy one day. Your jet and your body, this world, everything will destroy. Why you people are looking for that one? Your money you can spend for the gospel work. If you are not spending the gospel work, you can give some people the shelter. You can give to the poor people to eat something daily. You can adapt some villages, lot of villages in South Africa, they didn't have food to eat. Lot of villages in worldwide, they didn't have food to eat. You say that I bought in cold time the third flight. What, pastor, you are doing? The believers who are seeing me, you should understand. Jesus Christ not said that to buy. Now, we all know that in this pandemic situation, every pastors have lot of struggling in village, especially village pastors are struggling. They didn't have any money to eat. They didn't have the worship. They didn't have nothing. If you are saying like that, I given my one flight I sell that one and I given to lot of pastors who are struggling. That is the Christianity. You didn't did that one. You told that I got third one. It is not a Christianity. It is not Christianity. Jesus Christ said that I given you the power and authority to drive out all the demons and drive out all the sicknesses and heal all the sicknesses. But you apostles, you have the authority and power, everything. But I have a condition. Jesus Christ told that. Take nothing for the journey. Take nothing for the journey. Now where you are. Now where you are and where is our ministry? We are saying that give all the time to buy the aeroplane. What? Or church offering? Buy the aeroplane. Church tithe? Buy the aeroplane. For what? What purpose you all buying the airplane? Nowadays, the governments and private people, they all allowing us to travel. Less money we can travel from any country, everywhere. But nowadays, our eyes are to buy the aeroplane. Our aim should be to buy the aeroplane. Nowadays, you all pastors, aeroplane pastors, who are watching me, I am challenging you. Are you ready to come to stay in a village area for 2 days? I am welcoming you. Come. It is challenge for you. I tell you, my friends, you cannot eat that food. 2 days you will take a fasting. I know that. In 2 days you will take the fasting because you don't like that food. You don't like that atmosphere. But you are telling that you are a pastor. But you are telling that you are an apostle. Apostles what did? They went each and every place to spread the gospel. They share the love of God. In this pandemic situation, you can do whatever you can do. Lot of people are in trouble. You can support them. You can give them food. You can give them food. Lot of people are struggling. But you are very proudly saying that I bought in this COVID situation third flight. It is not necessary in Christianity. It is not necessary in Christianity. Oh, our pastor bought third flight. Everyone clap. Oh, very nice, very nice. But inside your church, lot of people are in poor condition. Lot of people are in trouble. In outside of your church, you look that in your nation, every villagers are not to eat. So, are you ready? If 2 is there, you should give 1 to others. Are you ready to give? If you have 2 shirts, you should give to others. You have 3 flags. Are you ready to give others? You Christian people, you should hear that. Jesus not said anything like that. You should buy flight that all be destroyed. That your body also 70 years, 80 years or 100 years, then it will be destroyed. It will be not here. So we should understand. We are in this world for some days. It is not our place. We are aimed to go for God's presence. So now, my dear friends, the church people are giving the money offering to God. If a pastor, that money will take, the pastor will take and he will buy flight. It is not good for the church. That offerings and tithe need to use for other people. If you are seeing other people are in poverty, you should develop them. You should give them food. You should give them shelter. That all the offerings and tithes need to the development of church. It means inside your church, a lot of people didn't have the church, houses. They didn't have much money. They didn't have to eat food. didn't have to pay the medicine. You are not supporting anybody. But we will say, one day we will give. In Christmas Day or Easter Day, we will support others. Then we will take the photo. And we will say, oh, we supported a lot of people. Why? You are talk to the people. You are talk to the villages. And you develop the people. So now the pastor saying that, offering for by the aeroplane. Oh, what a very, very interesting story. What a very interesting story. Nowadays in India also, a lot of people are trying to buy the aeroplane. For what? What purpose? They have a lot of car also, but they are not going for the ministry. Ministry means what? You are staying on stage and taking the mic and saying, hallelujah, praise the Lord. That is not the ministry. You should go to the village. You should see the people of God is in struggle. People of God, all the people are in struggle. All the churches are now also in under poverty. You should give them strong level foundation. The foundations are, a lot of people didn't have the foundation. So what you are doing for the Christianity? What you are doing for the Christianity? Worldwide, all the pastors, all the churches should understand we are not leaving this world to buy something, to show others, I have this one, so God given everything. No. God giving everything, but you are turned from the gospel. That is the main thing. God giving everything. God nowadays also, God giving everything. God giving the believers. God giving the church. God giving the offerings and finance. Everything is God giving to all the pastors. But that finance will come. Once the finance, the money will come, the pastor's mind is changing. Before the money, before the starting ministry, they believe and pray and they work for God and they concentrate the gospel work. But once the money will come, they concentrate in aeroplane, not one, 10 aeroplane I need. 5 aeroplane I need. Why you need? You need to eat. If we need to travel, we can travel now. A lot of airplanes, governments, every nations are giving. Lot of plane is there. For traveling purpose, God has given us everything in our countries. But my dear friends and churches and all the pastors, you should support. Not only one day. Every day you should support others. You should support, you can adopt a village. Then you can develop for schools, for hospitals. They need medicine. They need other facilities. Now you know that number of pastors didn't have a single cycle. Number of pastors didn't have a bike, motorcycle. Who are the rich pastors? They are concentrating to buy third flight and fourth flight and fifth flight. You are all other brothers and sisters. They are now still working and going for the ministry. If they are doing the ministry, you giving, today I am preaching, then all the people are coming. Why? That people came through that poor pastors who are going to the villages. So nowadays the pastors should understand. You can survey wherever the pastors are under poverty, you rich pastors, you can develop them because that is also your brother. That is also your brother. That is also your church. But now, the rich pastors dividing the churches. The rich pastors dividing the ministry. The rich pastors are dividing the people. Nowadays, they are only showing themselves to others. They are showing that we are only the high priest. We are only the good people. So I am asking that. Why we need a third flight? So here, Luke chapter 9, verse 3 says that no stuff, no bag, no bread, no money, no extra tonic. So there, fourth verse, whatever house you enter, stay there. Are you ready to stay in villages? I asked that question. Now also I am asking. Are you ready to stay in village? Nobody will stay. Rich pastors should understand. Lot of village pastors, lot of poor condition pastors, they are every day they are going for the ministry. They didn't have money, but through faith they are going for the ministry. They are not God's servant. Yes, they are true God's servant. If you are a true God's servant, you will see your concentration will be in gospel ministry. That whole money you can use for the kingdom of God. Now, rich pastors should understand. Everyone eating the food in 100 rupees, in Indian rupees, 100 rupees they are eating food. 50 rupees they are eating food. 30 rupees some of the people. 10 rupees some of the people eating. And they say, God, thank you and be praised. But you rich pastors, how many rupees you need to, how many dollars you need to eat the food? You are expensing lot of food for you. Lot of people themselves, you are using the money for yourself. It is not the ministry. It is not God's ministry. Are you ready to live as simple people in this world? You cannot. So, in this pastor also, I think he is from South Africa or Nigeria. So, Apostle Suleman, he got third flight. We are not proud in that one. They have proud. They are saying that in COVID situation, God given us the flight. That is not ministry, my dear pastor. You don't understand. You go to the Bible college again and study. Otherwise, you take the 10 days fasting prayer and sit and ask God, it is necessary for this ministry? Pastor, your co-brothers are not have to eat. Worldwide you look, every villages, lot of pastors didn't have to eat. Lot of pastors didn't have to a single bicycle. They didn't have cycle to travel one place to other place. What you did for the Christianity this day, you themselves you can ask. I'm not telling this pastor. Every rich pastors, every rich bishops, every rich churches should understand you are failed in gospel ministry. You have the money now. You have the money nowadays, but you are not spending that money to the right way to the people. You are spending that money for themselves. You are buying apple, you are buying plane, you are buying that one and this one. Themselves you are showing you are God. Themselves you are showing you are some other people. No, you should love each and every people. I asking that every rich pastor, if inside your church any village people will enter? No. You are seeing only the rich peoples. You are not open the way for the poor and needy people. If you are opened your church for the poor and needy people, you cannot buy the aeroplane. You are closed the doors nowadays. Because village people are not coming to your church. Or you not going there. So now you are seeing that we are all the extraordinary people. So we need extraordinary things to us. This is not the ministry. This is not the ministry. So in COVID situation, you can support many people. Lot of country, lot of Christian people are now in struggle. Lot of Christian people are now struggle. But my dear friend, my dear pastor, you bought the third flight. It is you bought for yourself, not for the Christianity. Not for the developments of gospel. It is for yourself. I think you are doing the business. Christianity and the Christian people or servant of God are apostles. We know that. The apostles left everything and went for the God's ministry. They struggled a lot of. In that struggle also they are happy and they did the ministry. Nowadays, you are ready to struggle for God? No, you are very nicely sit and fly and go for the ministry. That is your choice. Are you ready to walk with us for the ministry in village areas? Are you ready to come and stay the village people, village ministries? You will say, oh, before my young age, I did the ministry very nicely, very nicely. Now also you are the pastor. Are you ready to come? You cannot. You cannot. Because of your lifestyle is changed. God is not changed. God is not changed. And God's ministry also nowadays a lot of pastors are doing. But you are showing themselves you are a rich man. You are showing themselves you are a rich person. So in Christianity, we need change. We need to see the under poverty level people. We need to support them every day. I am quoting that point. Every day. Not only one day. Christmas, they eat. Then afterwards, other Christmas they need to eat. They look for you. Oh, next Christmas I will eat. That is not a good thing. Our churches need to support others. Our churches need the humbleness. Our pastors need the humbleness. We should show others. The Jesus showed the humbleness. God bless you. I am Archbishop Johnson Suleman, Anglican Episcopal Communion. I'm from India. God bless you all. Amen.